We give pink stamps as a Pink Panther cartoon from 1964. This is directed by Friz Freleng and Hawley Pratt and written by John W. Dunn. And I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm kind of in two minds. Part of me thinks I enjoyed it, and part of me thinks there was room for improvement. And Pink Panther is in a department store, and he is there after hours, and it's all about him interacting with various things around the department store. As a concept, I love it. There are plenty of cartoons where we see department stores after hours, and this one I think worked really well in terms of the actual execution of the concept, because we move around the space quite a lot. The animation is really great. But where I feel like there could have been room for improvement is that it felt kind of disjointed. And by that I mean each scene, well, most scenes, maybe not every scene, but a lot of it was good. But moving from one scene to the next didn't feel very natural. It felt like we were almost jumping into a different cartoon. Sometimes we could see him walking around. For example, when he went to the elevator, I thought that was really effective because we actually see him moving around. And when he does that, I think it's brilliantly done. But often it just feels like we're just watching clips from different cartoons that have been mashed together, and it doesn't really feel very organic. It doesn't feel very believable. So sometimes I think it's very well executed as a concept, and sometimes I feel like there is definitely room for improvement. So scene for scene, it's pretty good. I enjoyed this scene. I enjoyed the next scene. But the transitions between the scenes are basically non-existent. A lot of the time, as I said, not all of the time. Sometimes there is a bit more to it. The animation itself is absolutely fine. Sometimes it's quite funny. My favourite part is where he's ironing himself and his fur is all puffed up. I quite like that. There are definitely some good bits of animation. But again, that's specific to that scene. And then we kind of jump to the next scene and it feels kind of jarring. It doesn't feel very natural. So there are definitely areas that I think could have been better, could have been done a lot more smoothly. But in general, I'd say I liked it. I think We Give Pink Stamps is a good idea. As a concept, it's fairly well executed. The things that Pink Panther interacts with, quite fun, quite interesting, quite a variety of things in the department store. They definitely did that bit very well. I just think we could have seen him moving around a bit more and made it feel a little bit more fluid rather than like we were watching clips from different cartoons that had been mashed together. So not perfect, but I think I'm happy to say that I recommend it. I did enjoy it. I'm still quite very new, in fact, to Pink Panther. I've only seen a handful of cartoons and I am looking forward to exploring more. This one I think was not too bad at all. It's never going to be a personal favourite, but there were some fun bits of animation. The concept is pretty good, reasonably well executed, and if it sounds like it would appeal to you, give it a go. We Give Pink Stamps, all things considered, is not too bad.